We are out for a dog walk with Mr. Zippers, and let me tell you, it is another beautiful day. It is going to be 86 degrees with like a 1,000% humidity today, which means our heat index, which is a calculation of the temperature plus relative humidity, is going to be warm. Not as warm as some parts of the world, but pretty warm. And so we're getting our early morning walk in. What's nice is that even though the air is still, the sun's not quite as sweltering yet, and there'll still be shade in the forest. And so we're gonna walk through the woods, bring you along up until the northern boundary, and then I'll say a fond farewell. And a couple things going on I wanted to talk about. Pretty excited. I'm like not 100% sure it's recording, so we're gonna look real quick. Oh, it's recording. And there's a dog. Dude. One, our cheap drip coffee maker, our Mr. Coffee, RIP. This morning, the pot of 8 cups of coffee manifested as 4 cups. Very strong. So I got a lot of energy. I still get a little tired around my eyes, waking up. But my brain is like, hey, let's go. What are you doing? What do you want to do today? And felt rather inspired. Took the trash out and then headed out for my dog walk. Wanted to grab the camera to hit on my second note of the day. And that's my buddy Ken. See, I shoot these videos. I have a couple YouTube channels. And I share videos and content for different reasons. Not because I want to go viral, not because I think I have all the tips and tricks in the world, and not really a goal to be a full-time YouTube influencer. I know what that world looks like very intimately because some of them are my friends. I've made more money off of YouTube than I'd make currently. There's seasons to the internet. My current season is that I love media production. The idea of scaling media, testing and poking and prodding the internet. And in order to be knowledgeable about the internet, you have to spend time on it, you have to follow other people, you have to know what you're talking about by doing those things, and I feel you have to participate. And then there's the strategy of 2025, everything's about building your personal brand and having that just being open and honest, building your personal brand and having it coincide with your work and your work relationships puts a lot of weird pressure on a person. Like, think about historic famous authors. I'm not a famous author, I'm just using that as a reference. They could write a book, sit in solitude, and because there weren't a ton of books, when you published a book, that was such an astronomical feat. It's so hard to get a book from idea to physical copy, and I've done it now 3 times. That what an amazing thing. And now there's subdivisions of the publishing industry that everyone takes a margin every step of the way. Authors still don't make any money, but at least there's more people along the way that are benefiting from it. But then there's more books in the world, so it's harder to stand out. So you have to create a personal brand to bolster your business brands to then sell more books. And as an independent author, that is part of my strategy. But it is also a major part of my strategy just to play with the internet and reach out to my friends and family with a video of my pure stream of consciousness as I talk real fast and walk through the woods, because that cup of coffee this morning is like high octane fuel. And for Judy watching this on your big TV, which I always imagine with this wide angle lens, I hope you're enjoying the passing arm back and forth-ness of the camera. It's whenever I shoot a video, if there's already like 3 conversations in my head at any given time, 3 to 5, then when I'm shooting a video, there's what I'm talking about, what I'm going to talk about next. Am I carrying any kind of discernible story arc throughout a 10-minute thing? So that eats a lot of RAM. And then what do I look like? What does the surrounds look like? And it's nice to have the screen facing the other way and the camera facing me, because I really don't know what this looks like until after I shoot it. But it's an acceptable amount of nature and greenery and my delightful dad bod to be comfortable sharing it on the internet without having to think about it too hard. So I, just because we're here and there's this log over here for reference behind me, I published a stop motion scything video. It's that time of year when I scythe the grass and keep this relatively manageable to walk through. First day, you cut everything down, it's a mess because it's still stiff and rich and full of moisture and life. But then as the plants decay, they settle down and it becomes this nice walking path where you get less ticks on you, versus where I am right now with me and Zip, where there's just a lot of vegetation, mixed plants, that are just gonna hold on to those little ticks with their grubby little arms, waiting to latch onto you. And now it's part of the walk where we can't just go back inside. We got a, 5 to 8 minute tick check between me and the dog. And then even with that, you always find more later. Back to where I was at the beginning of the conversation with huge return on investment for this style of video and sharing them with friends and family. Let's see, how do I want to phrase this? I don't live for the feedback because it's not why I do it, but the occasional thumbs up or heart emoji or like on the video does give me that dopamine release, but not quite as much as when I see one of the people that I shoot these videos for in person and they say, I just watched your video and I loved it. And that makes me so happy because, they did it. I made a thing and then they enjoyed it and then we can all move on with our lives. And that's just way fun. What's even better about these walking and nature videos is that my buddy Ken was sitting at home watching a screen and watched the video and he's like, you know what I did? I turned off the screen and I went for a walk. And I was like, Ken, I'm going out tomorrow and I'm shooting you a video. So this is that video, Ken, where we're gonna go for a walk in the woods and I'm gonna bring you along. Caffeinated, talking about some meta stuff, some practical, tactical day-to-day. And at the end of it, just a simple hello to my friends and family. This is fascinating right here. This fern growing in a whorl with the seeds right in the middle. These seeds will mature and turn into little seed heads. These will drop and just this will be standing at the end. And the end of the year, there's all these little, you could tell where the ferns were by those little black stalks. Oh, what a beautiful day. So, things on the docket for the day. Oh man. It's a normal day of work. Everybody's working. Everybody's got a job, whether you're farming, doing digital marketing, whatever. There's always more to do. And the more people I talk to about their lives, and believe me when I say I'm in touch with a lot of people, makes me like a decent friend, or I've said this before, very popular loner. I spend a lot of time with my dog in the woods. I work from home, and so I spend a lot of time in an office. But to counteract the loneliness of that life, which I really enjoy, so I'm not a lonely person, that's not what this is, I stay in touch with a lot of people and do things like this where I can send a video, and if I send you that video, it's because I'm thinking about you, not just because I'm looking for likes and subscribes. Oh, it's so beautiful in this direction. I hope this is working out. Ooh, we're gonna do one pointing up too. And yeah, these videos for the friends and family have just the most profound effect on being able to share this beautiful moment in nature, going for a walk. And the reason why I think about you guys is when I'm on my walks, I can be in nature and I'm further away from all the obligations of the day. And this is such a vibrant ecosystem with all these overlapping interconnected relationships that it is just like both chaotic and peaceful at the same time, weird dichotomy. And you can have these moments where you can just sit and watch and listen to the birds, watch the dog do his thing. I can walk a mile while the dog walks 5 because he's scoping things out and picking up more ticks. And I reflect on the day, on the week, on the month, on my years past, on my years ahead. It's a place for me to get all the thoughts out, as I've expressed like 9 different thought streams in this video alone. And as I go through the most significant events in my life, there are generally people tied to those events. I've tried a lot of things. I've worked several careers now. I've done all the hobbies. And as I reflect on what do I want to do today, what do I want to do next week, next month, a large part of that is who do I want to do it with? Who do I miss from past experiences? And I'm grateful because I can walk in these woods that, because of the ticks, poison ivy, and private land ownership, no one else is back here. So I can be perfectly comfortable and candid on the camera. Still very shy when other people watch me make a video. And I can walk on uneven ground. And I am grateful for that. I'm 40 years old and I have my health. I work out as regularly as I can. Less part of my lifestyle now than it used to be, but I have to work harder at making those opportunities available for myself. And for those who don't have access and the privilege of all these things that I have access and privilege to, I want to share them for a brief moment so that we can spend a little time in the woods together, reflect, have some gratitude, all the people I'm grateful for, all the resources that I have that I'm grateful for. And in that moment of reflection where you have gratitude, there's a wonderful chemical release in your brain that makes you optimistic. You know, and it was Michael J. Fox who said a year or so ago, through gratitude, optimism is sustainable. And I think that is incredibly true. Taking those times, and I talk about it in farming videos where we talk about linger grazing, where you get all your chores done, then you turn over a bucket, sit on the bucket, watch your animals, notice all the little things. Are they chewing on the right things? Can they access fresh water? Have you moved them on pasture? I think about my day-to-day work scenarios, or linger grazing. And in those little moments, you're grateful for the fact that you can be doing what you're doing. You snap that photograph, you take that video like I'm doing now, and you share it with the people who might also enjoy that moment of peace and gratitude and reflection. Sometimes those are funny and quirky, sometimes those are heartfelt, but truly enjoy sharing the moment with you. So Ken, I know you said limit it to 10 minutes, but I can't see the screen, so I don't know what the time is. So I hope I've hit a reasonable time limit. Hope you enjoy your day. And if you're watching this and you're not Ken, take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too.